welcome to the 52nd episode of the OVW Fan Zone Live. This is where fans talk back. My name is Jackman Oaks.
It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to greet the guest on the Fan Zone tonight.
Good one.
Thank you.
Did you just come up with that?
No, it's actually the opening lyrics to the Muppet Show.
I should have known.
So,
Well, go ahead and introduce our guest, Brian Hines.
going around the table, the proverbial table, we've got Chris. We've got Roy. Sherry, okay. And Matthew, once again. Thank you guys for joining us.
No problem.
Thank you guys for having us.
No,
Absolutely.
thank you guys for coming down. Chris and Matthew have joined us before. Roy and Sherry are new to the show, in person at least. You guys watch and are
every single week.
Very active in the chat, so we're very glad to have you guys here this week.
The celebrations are rising up out of the chat, by
I
the
see
way. Today is our celebration of our 1-year anniversary.
There's even a cake. Yay!
Technically, I think it's been a year and 2 weeks. We did take a week off around Christmas and one other week off at some point, but this is 52, so we're calling it a year.
52 pickup.
And Hines, you've been here for all of them. There have been ones that I have not missed, or that I've not been here for.
Yeah.
So you have been here for all of them.
And
legit Iron Man.
there have been times when it was down to the wire whether or not I was going to be able to get here on time. Like a couple weeks ago, I stayed the night in Pikeville because I had to be there first thing in the morning, Wednesday morning, for my son. And I literally drove from Pikeville back here to the studio, and I made it 5 minutes before we were going to do the podcast. So it's always something, but we're here, always here.
And we're glad.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
So we kind of, when we started this, we got a phone call, basically, a message from OVW that kind of said, we have this idea. We think you guys might be the guys to host it. And we said, well, I don't know if we're the right people to host it. But a year later, here we are. And it's been a heck of a year, man. Like, I've not done a lot of things like this consistently, right? Like week in, week out, coming in here for an hour, getting to talk to our fans, getting to know some of these people.
DJ Eric has submitted a super chat. You guys didn't even explain the rules, but I still have to observe them.
Oh, that's right.
DJ Eric with a $10 super chat says,
Hey.
Happy anniversary, OVW Fan Zone. Cream Chris live on camera for an extra $10.
Well, DJ Eric, the hour is young, so we shall see.
The hour is young, and your $10 is probably...
Listen, don't get our guests, or not really so our guests, or people that watch from home each week, their hopes up, because I promise there will be no cream. That's how I'm keeping it.
And I'll tell you, that weird Luscious doll of yours, he's been popping... Oh, wait, I can't even tell my story because Itzo Kazago has a $2 super chat.
Wait, what?
And also says to Cream Chris.
Oh,
Wow,
you shouldn't have come.
That's 2 for Team Cream, man. Right off the bat. First 5 minutes of the show, dude.
Like I say, every week I get no respect from anywhere I go.
Cream and Chris has become profitable.
Yeah.
I'm not getting none of these rewards or this money.
Hey, neither are we. So.
Yeah, neither are we.
It's a long show in a warm studio, so keep your eyes peeled. I will say that the spirit seemed to know you were coming, Chris, because I've been finding that Luscious Lawrence doll all over this studio all day as we've been moving through getting ready for this. I keep taking it out of here. It keeps showing up. I don't know what's going on.
Well, right now, I am peacefully happy that I do not see it anywhere near me because it has caused nothing but horrible trauma in my life for the very last 6 months.
Well, we would never want to traumatize you, Chris.
Absolutely
you're a guest.
not.
We're happy to have you.
I appreciate y'all, and I love y'all. I appreciate y'all understand where I'm coming from. Unlike them dirty poppies, Omar and Luscious and Little Lush.
Get well
That's
soon,
all I'm
Omar.
going to say on that for now.
What's up, Matthew?
It fell over in Chris's garden.
The Luscious Lawrence doll? It followed him here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
I was looking in my rearview mirror, and it legitimately popped up, and every time I looked back, it wasn't there.
Is this place haunted?
I don't know that I would actually say haunted, but there are a lot of spirits, and there are more gremlins.
Yeah,
than
there's a lot of
anything.
gremlins.
A lot of
ZDP, I think, may actually be lost in the storage unit that abuts the studio. He does show up, chases people in the middle of the night sometimes.
Poor
Yeah,
ZDP.
yeah.
I miss that guy.
I miss that guy.
Me too.
Yeah. Darn it.
What do you think he's up to nowadays?
Oh, it's hard to say.
I know.
If only there was a photojournalist who could maybe document what he's up to these days.
Actually, that would be
something.
that'd be high class. That'd be really
Yeah.
really funny stuff. They should do that. I do want to ask a question, Rob and Sherry. We've talked to Chris before. We've talked to Matthew before. How did you guys kind of get involved with OVW? How did you guys become fans of OVW?
Well, we've always kind of enjoyed wrestling. She went to Louisville Gardens as a child.
Right
Oh,
on.
wow.
And I
Nice.
started in the late 70s, early 80s watching WWE. You know,
Yeah.
I still have nightmares of The Undertaker with that coffin on his back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we had met Al Snow, I guess, 13 years ago. And he had just started up, I think, the wrestling or something. And I kept following him on Facebook, but I never knew that he was actually putting on a show.
Right.
And when we saw the Netflix documentary, when it first came out, it's like, oh, we got to go.
Yeah.
And ever since then, we went to the show and then we finished watching the documentary. So we were going back and forth. So when the documentary came out, that was what, 2 years ago?
It was August
Yeah.
of 2023.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, coming up on 2 years.
Yeah.
Coming up on 2 years, we've only missed 2 Thursdays.
Wow,
awesome.
that's dedication.
Well, both of them were health issues, but
Well, it happens.
it happens, but we're always glad to be there every Thursday.
And
I
we
mean,
were instantly made welcome by the other fans, by the wrestlers,
Yeah.
and it's been just a wonderful experience. The variety of fans, it's such a rich environment.
Yeah.
People of all ages, seniors like us,
Yep.
and young adults like Chris and Matthew.
Yeah.
The children like Gracie and Sophie and
They're a show
Ophelia
within a show.
and Ashlyn. Yes,
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
they're amazing. They're amazing. They are the future of this sport in Louisville.
There is a whole children's championship belt, several of them that are contested over on the far right side of that hard camera side every Thursday night. It's a rough and tumble place to sit, I gotta tell you.
Yeah, it is. It's very entertaining, though.
Take it from me, I used to get beat up by Gracie weeklies and Sophie. And they would always tell me the revolution sucks, which I don't understand why anybody would ever say that. But nonetheless, I digress. Rob and Sherry, you both, and I will speak for me, and I think I speak for all of us here, both of you are literally the embodiment of what this is. You guys are literally top fans. You're passionate,
Yep.
you're energetic, and most importantly, you're both great human beings, along with Matthew over here.
Absolutely
so
right.
we
yeah.
greatly appreciate you guys have been nothing but kind to me ever since I've met you.
Well, it's
And
wait-
In spite of your
very blessed to have
affiliation.
y'all.
Yeah, in spite of your affiliation.
No, I couldn't agree more. Like the OVW fan base, and when you get in Davis Arena, I've introduced wrestling to a lot of people through OVW, and the thing that I always would say was like, is it crowded? I'm like, yeah, it's pretty crowded. Is it rowdy? Yeah, it's pretty rowdy. But these are some of the best people. This is like a music festival, like in the best way possible, where everyone's on the same page, everyone's there to have fun, and everyone's looking out for each other.
Yeah.
And you care about these people, and there's not a lot of places where you can get such an intimate experience, not only with other fans, but with the wrestlers, who all turn out to be wonderful people as well, right? And OVW should be, and I know they are, but they should be extremely proud of this thing that they've been able to build, and how thriving it is, and how positive it is for so many people. And if we even do like 1% of that on a Wednesday night, then like I'm extremely happy, because capturing that energy of OVW and of its fan base, it's something that we need. It's something I wish we could distill. I wish we could put it in a bottle. I wish we could sell it. I wish the world needs a lot more places like OVW. It needs where people can function and be welcomed.
be themselves.
and be themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, we're ourselves all the time, and that's one thing we love about the people we meet. We always talk to everybody we can. We say something to them,
Yeah.
and it's always just a family,
Yeah.
and it's great to be there.
And you guys are a big part of that. You know, you look
Thank
at the
you.
chat and the different people that are on there, all ages,
Mano-
different parts of
Manolo
the United
from Spain.
States.
Yeah.
Manolo
Yeah.
from Spain, yeah.
Yeah, we've had people
Amazing.
from Spain. We've had people from Scotland. We've had people from the United Kingdom. We've had people from South America. We've had people from Canada, for crying out loud. Junk Punch Hero says, "Aw, shucks."
You know,
Welcome, everybody.
this
Bye.
might be a good time to mention Junk Punch.
Junk Punch Hero.
That,
Got a
that wasn't that
shout-out.
Luscious Lawrence doll,
Got a
was it?
it may have been.
This is- yes,
Got a
it's not-
shout out on the podcast, which is out at 8:00 tonight.
Yeah, we talked about you a little bit. So please tune in and join us.
As
You
we
talked about Little Luscious. What?
No, we talked about Junk Punch Hero.
Oh, well, then that's perfect. I'll talk about that
Jackman.
horrible doll. All right.
Do you think
be all right.
Showback's gonna come back?
who?
Showback.
Immaculate Joe Mack.
Oh,
Yeah,
I would.
Joe Mack.
Oh,
I mean,
I hope.
I would love to see Joe Mack back, and I know there's a lot of people in OVW that would love the opportunity for him to come back as well.
He was great. We
Yeah.
loved watching him.
Yeah.
Yeah, very entertaining.
I
No
think-
sack Matt.
yeah.
Literally.
Sherry, I would be remiss if I didn't ask. Any big memories from Tuesday night at the Gardens?
Yeah. I was a fan of a guy named Tojo Yamamoto.
Tojo, yeah, of course, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I was just a little girl, and I went with my father.
Mm-hmm.
And back in those days, they actually sold bottled beer.
Yeah.
And he would have his brown bottle of beer, cigarette hanging out of his mouth, his arm around me, and I would cheer. And it didn't matter if they hit somebody over the head and caused a bloody mess. We just enjoyed ourselves and enjoyed the wrestling and the company.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a wonderful experience. Some of the best memories of my childhood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I mean, Tojo's one of the
Yeah.
like true unsung heroes of wrestling.
Tojo and Jackie Fargo.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
were the second person today who mentioned Tojo Yamamoto, so I'm gonna have to go back and look at that up.
Yeah.
Eric Cornish mentions him regularly.
Really, he's a really good guy. He is.
My my friend's dad, when I was kind of getting into wrestling, because I didn't get into wrestling until I was like in my mid-20s, and he thought it was like a little weird that he's like, okay, you're getting into wrestling now. He's like, you ever heard of Tojo Yamamoto? I was like, no, I didn't know who anybody was, so I kind of got turned on to Tojo and the whole Memphis thing, and I mean, it's just like some of the most incredible stuff like ever, and you were there. Louisville was the second biggest city in that circuit.
Uh-huh.
I believe his sandals are on display at Jerry the King Lawler's restaurant.
Really?
I'm pretty
Tojo
sure, yeah.
sandals? That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's another Tojo Yamamoto reference within the last 24 to 48 hours.
There's a punk band in Lexington named Tojo Yamamoto.
Oh, that's awesome.
I did not know that.
Yeah. They've been around. Those guys have been around for a long time. The guys that are in
I was
Tojo.
going to say, I'm pretty sure I played them on the radio when I was DJing, which was 150 years ago.
I think you probably played 9 Pound Hammer.
I did, in fact, play. I know for sure I played 9 Pound.
A lot of the guys from Tojo are in 9 Pound Hammer.
Ah.
Yes.
This has been your Lexington Music Minute here on OVW Fan Zone Live.
Oh, we could go on. And that's what's so cool about Louisville and being a part of OVW too is like it is. And when we sat down with John Cosper, it was even longer than I knew how long wrestling had been in Louisville. But
Right.
that OVW is really the continuation of that legacy of Tuesday nights at the Garden.
Yeah.
And
He's extremely intelligent with he's a
Dude.
historian.
Yes, he is.
he's insanely
Yes.
insanely
Such a nice
smart.
guy too.
Jackman.
Yes, Matthew.
I've been going to OVW since 2016.
So
9
almost 10
years.
years for
Wow.
Wow, that's impressive.
A decade.
So you were the veteran fan in the room.
you. Who was the first? Do you remember who the first match you saw at OVW was?
I can't remember.
There's been so many, I'm sure they all run together.
Mine was a guy named Dapper Dan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you remember him? Yeah, mine was in 2017. It was a Nightmare Rumble, and I sat actually over there where Keith sits. I kind of sat in Keith's section.
The Godfather. is
Yeah,
what I like
The
to call him.
Godfather. And like that was like really kind of where I realized, because I've been to other wrestling shows, but not like a small show like that, or more intimate show, I should say. And that's when it really I like put into perspective. Like, man, you are sitting around 3 generations of people right now, and like they're getting to do this. Like, this is what they're doing as a family. Like, how cool is that? You know what I mean? Chris, what's an OVW memory that sticks out to you?
Match-wise,
Yeah,
per se?
sure.
Oh, wow.
Any
Well,
that, any that don't involve cream?
Yes, absolutely. I'm not going to bring that up. But all jokes aside, I would probably say the match that I would deem to be the best match I've seen yet, since I've been going for a little over a year, would be the J-Rod Haley match. Just
It's a
because
wonderful
that
match.
energy was... When I was on Ramp Side B, I mean, the kids, Gracie, Sophie, Bonnie that came up, like...
Yeah.
I think my wife actually was able to capture the photo at the end of that when Haley hugged Brianna, which we all know,
Yeah.
love her to death.
Yep.
Gracie, they all was in like a big, and it was
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
like a
group hug.
very powerful,
Somebody
I-
got a picture of that.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a
but
very
like,
powerful
but
image.
just that match, just like, and then at the end when everybody surrounded the ring to send Haley off,
Yeah.
right? Like, we all pretty much knew it was going to happen, like the
Yeah,
ones that
yeah.
know, but like to just actually watch it, like I'm a grown man. I'll admit I was tearing up, and I'm pro Revolution, but
Oh,
like
yeah.
I love Haley. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
it was a very emotional night.
Yeah.
It got a little bit. It got me too.
yeah. But that's the first thing when you mention like what's something that stands out to me, and I don't know if it's because it's more recently,
Sure.
but I would put that match up against any match that I've seen since I've been coming for a year.
And Roy and Sherry, you guys get there on the back of Netflix, Wrestlers on Netflix, and Haley is such a huge part of that.
Right.
What was that moment for you guys? Like, that really must have felt like the end of a chapter, really, for you guys.
I had an idea that this was going to be her last night at OVW, and so it didn't surprise me, but I got moved because everybody else was. I mean,
Yeah.
it was a moving night. I mean, to see her on her last performance. So we saw her a couple of weeks ago, and we were really glad to see her there.
Oh, right on.
And so we know she's still out there.
Yeah, definitely.
And
yeah.
but I'd love to see her come back to OVW. Love to see her
I
come back.
mean, can you imagine the moment?
Oh my gosh!
And I'll speak on real
And-
quick on that. Like the promotion we went to go see her at, she immediately recognized every single one of us. And let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Haley took the time
to say hi.
to come around, and she not only said hi, she signed for everybody.
Yeah.
She took photos, and she took multiple photos. That shows you how awesome she is.
No,
And,
that-
like she's not forgot where she's come from.
That
she's
doesn't
very
surprise
humble.
me at all.
Boy,
You know.
Does not surprise me
Yeah.
at all.
she's one of my favorite.
I know.
So
She
More
sure
than
is.
Angelica Risk?
I wasn't going to say it. I was going to let you do it.
No,
I
So-
agree with Matthew about Angelica.
Angelica, especially after last week, she was able to walk back in like she had not, like she owned the place.
Like she owned the place.
Without missing a beat.
she's amazing.
Hope
she's,
she stays around more. I mean,
Yeah.
she's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand, like she's got other great things going on, but like the people, like when she comes out,
Yeah.
she elicits a reaction that's just as good as not of anybody else that comes out there. And she's not around as much, and that just tells you if she was around
Yeah.
more, like you could honestly say she should and potentially could be the new #1 contender for Sophia Rose, and I love Sophia Rose.
And that's saying a lot because the women's
Yeah.
division is
Oh, my
stacked with
gosh.
talent these days.
The men better
Lot.
step up.
Yeah.
I want to say that right now. Like I'm
Yeah.
not trying to compare the men and the women, but like the women's division right now,
Yeah.
they're going out there and say follow that.
Yep.
Boy, what do you
I'm just
think
saying.
about Eric Surge getting that belt?
That was probably one of the biggest moments of the night last week. He well deserved. I mean, new champion, new title revealed. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
Yeah.
It really couldn't. Well deserved, man. Congratulations.
We got into the conversation really quick. I'm gonna cut it short really quick, not because I'm not enjoying it, but let's do some housekeeping, Brian Hines.
Right.
When we're gonna take a break, and then we'll come back for some more great conversation. We'll talk about tomorrow night's card. We'll get everyone's opinion on it, and we'll have a fun time here.
All
see,
right.
they love it.
Well, that makes one of them. Real quick, every Thursday, OVW Live at legendary Hot Point Davis Arena. Doors open at 6:15, 4400 Shepherdsville Road, Louisville, Kentucky. This Friday, OVW Shamrock Slam, St. Martha Parish, Louisville, Friday, May 16th. OVW Rumble at the Raceway Series, Ponderosa Speedway, Junction City, Kentucky. The May 17th date has been postponed to August, so write that on your calendars, but you still have June 21st and July 19th to look forward to. In the meantime, as well as OVW Saturday Night Special emanating from Hot Point Davis Arena June 14th, a free all-ages show at Element Eatery in Cincinnati, Ohio on June 28th. I'm going to have to do some research on that one. Lexington, Kentucky, our favorite shows of the year, Manchester Music Hall, July 5th. So looking forward to that. And last but certainly not least, OVW Independence Rage, Hot Point Davis Arena, July 26th. You can catch tickets to any and all of these shows at OVWTix.com. You shut it.
I've been sitting here quietly. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know who's whispering while I'm doing the tour dates.
There's 4 other people. Who
I got my eye on all you.
Wasn't me.
Yeah, Roy has good microphone etiquette. We already established this.
Just blame it on Little Lush. He's somewhere.
Yeah,
around.
he's
That's,
somewhere.
that's probably what
That's
it
what's
is.
going on.
Rascal.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. We will be back right after this.
Dream a reality and attend the world-famous Harvard of Pro Wrestling. The OVW Academy with Al Snow, the birthplace of legends including Batista, John Cena, Randy Orton, The Miz, and many more. Will you be the next name added to that impressive list? Visit OVWacademy.com and apply now.
This week, hopefully, we'll have this all straightened out.
Whoa.
Get your ticket.
My name is Buzz Backlund, and I'm in the OVW Fan Zone.
Welcome back, OVW Fan Zone Live. I'm still Jack Minogues.
I'm still Brian Hines.
We're, of course, joined with some of our friends and fans tonight, Chris Runyon, Roy Bischoff, Sherry Bischoff, and the photographer extraordinaire and Hell Karisk's biggest fan, Matthew Berry.
What in the world?
Wow.
Roy,
And
what
just
are
like
you
that.
doing?
I didn't do
Roy,
that.
did you do this?
I didn't.
Matthew,
you saw
did
me
you
put a
tell
piece of
this
gum
thing-
in my mouth.
Well, it wasn't me.
For those of you who may not be able to see, looks like Little Luscious has joined us on the set.
Right over there in
Looks
the
like he was
corner.
hiding behind Lord Alfred Hayes. We'll just try to press on, shall we?
Things are getting strange at the
I'm
OVW
starting
Fan
to
Zone.
sweat in places I shouldn't be sweating because I'm that nervous. All right.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, gee,
that was
thanks
a
a
lot.
pant load, Chris.
This is a family show.
That is.
I need to find my
PG-13.
PG-13 side.
Right.
Man, what an era that was when I actually needed the PG-13 son. Now that
Yeah,
now
it
that
was-
we're a year into this and we're reminiscing, I didn't think anybody was ever going to listen to any of this stuff, and I used to be filthy on this.
Yeah.
On the podcast.
Well,
not this.
never on this show.
Never on this show. No.
But yeah,
This is the family show. This is
that
official, kids.
Now that the podcast is nearing 2 years, this is at a year. I used to go out of my way
to try to make
to
me
try to be
uncomfortable.
to try to make you uncomfortable.
just to wreck what I've got going on.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
That thing staring at me all the time makes me that uncomfortable to make me say things that I shouldn't be saying when
I can
say
see
them.
that. It's a little bit unnerving.
It's
Don't
all
get me
man
wrong. I'm
right.
a Luscious fan,
Let's.
but still.
Well, as Little Luscious ponders his next move, let's get into reviewing last week's
Let's do
predictions.
it. Let's do
Yes.
First of all, we had the Cal Hero versus Tony Gunn. Unfortunately, that was Tony Gunn found a sling and for some reason was in it. What's up with the revolution in that, Chris? Y'all love these fake injuries and these quadrilateral pectoral nonsense.
Yeah.
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 Go on.
Listen, gentlemen, ladies,
Luscious.
I'm not gonna address the thing. I have to do it 6 days a week as it is. Tony Gunn has got his reasons for why he was not able to compete.
Mm-hmm.
And I support that 120% because where has he ever shorted us fans? All right, listen, he has done everything right at OVW. He has stood by side the greatest father that anybody could ever ask for and the greatest OVW national heavyweight champion, Leather Daddy Doug. And that's a whole nother subject.
What's the national heavyweight? I don't even know what that is.
Why did...
It was his.
Can I
It was
just-
his birthday yesterday. Did you know that?
Yes, and did y'all wish him a happy birthday?
I did.
Did you wish my father?
Did he invite you over for cake?
That's for me to know and for you to never find out.
Well,
Oh, look at that.
The plot
Secret
getting
Speaking
spicy up in
Speaking of
here.
you said you can't find the championship, right? Why is it, and Eric Surge is great, when my father held that title for the few months that he had it, why couldn't Al give him the United States Championship? This is the problem that we have with Al Snow. He's great. He's wonderful, but when my father was running OVW, he was bringing in and ushering in some of the greatest ratings. Halloween Hell Night, he did everything great at the Nightmare Rumble. He got thrown out. He got the wild card. He came back in.
That
He
was
won,
pretty impressive,
and
yeah.
he cashed in his Rumble key to win in the same exact night, but yet he gets no love. He gets nothing from any of us except me because I'm a loyal son. Al Snow issues Surge the new OVW, I'm assuming, United States Championship.
correct. All the territories. That
But he said it
OVW
was a stain. How was it a stain that he held the OVW National Heavyweight title?
I mean, look at all that leather. I mean,
He said, hey, we all wish we
Yeah,
could look
stain,
at
right,
something
stain
he
would
does.
wipe right off of that. It's leather.
I would like to report that Eric Surge has joined us in the chat room. Do you happen to have a rebuttal for Leather Daddy Chris?
yeah.
Is he legit in the chat room?
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Here, I'll turn it around.
Oh, my gosh.
Right there, bucko.
yeah, please welcome OVW United States Champion.
In case you're just
one
tuning
Eric
in, you're
Surge.
watching The Hot Seat with Chris Runyon. Chris, where are we at here? Huh?
It was fine knowing you.
All right, let's let Chris off the hook.
I get no respect. No.
I love you, Chris.
I love you guys, too.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
probably
yeah.
going to let the Luscious Doll suplex you later on in the evening, but I do love you.
That thing's
Let's move
smiling
on
at
to
me.
continued predictions. OVW Women's Champion Sophia Rose took on Maddie, El American Baddie, and thanks for coming, Maddie. Both of you predicted that correctly.
Wait. We missed Angelica
we
Riss
sure did,
versus
didn't
Brittany
we?
Brooks.
We sure did.
That's going to
Which-
cost you some points, buddy, right there.
And
Right off
you
the
both
bat.
correctly predicted that one as well. You guys were on a roll last week
Well, yeah.
in the non-title match.
It's almost like we watched this show.
It's almost like we study it like it's our second job.
It's almost like. So then the non-title match, media champion Dustin Jackson. Both of you thought Anthony Totelli was going to pull that one out.
And it,
Honestly
it
did.
actually was a title match.
And
Yeah.
it turned out to be a real life title match.
That is another deduction.
And Brian, on the final OVW Tag Team Championship, you did get it wrong.
Yeah, I did.
And but Jackman correctly predicted the trifecta.
Yeah.
Which means
So
he's
you
wearing
just
a
like-
shirt.
Yeah.
Which is I'm fine with that.
First thing Ashton Adonis said when he saw me was, "Looks like you can wear a shirt next week."
Yep.
You're forgetting the best part to that. For those who don't like it, you can read between the lines.
I
right.
do love the trifecta. I got to admit.
Yeah, I'm a big
They are
fan.
my favorite tag team.
They are in the short amount of time that they've been around. They are my
Yeah,
favorite.
number
tag
one
team.
with the bullet,
In
man,
3
for real.
weeks, yeah.
It is amazing to see those three individuals come together and form a solid group in such a short amount of time.
just works
and
so
capture
well.
the gold.
For people to make fun of Beretta for wearing a turkey suit all these months, I love that now he's being able to shove it down our throats. Be like, I'm a champion, eat it. You're going to learn to like it. If you don't like it, you're going to learn to love it.
Some
Yeah.
dissenting opinions in the chat.
He is a
but
good wrestler.
Let's get into tomorrow night and get into the hottest segment on this.
We still have Callan Crixus.
Oh no, we did that
we
one
did-
first.
we
Oh,
talked
we
about
did that
Tony
one
Gunn.
first.
We'll talk
now,
yeah.
now give me some points back.
Oh, okay. Marginal.
Let's get into prediction.
And there they go again. There's -2 all over. Shame on you.
For the record, I love when you do that, Tony. Bro.
Well, that makes
Thank
one
you,
of us.
Chris.
I got to turn my stereo down.
Look, I may get yelled at by strangers for being loud. Just I'm a loud dude. Let's get into a non-title bout featuring the OVW Media Champion, Louisville's own Dustin Jackson, taking on Parker Lee, L.I. Lee.
And we were talking before this. This is not a guy that we've seen. We don't know a lot about this guy.
No.
Parker Lee. I mean, short of interference, it's Dustin Jackson. Like, that's just the way that's just the way it is on a Thursday night at Davis Arena. Short of interference, it's Dustin Jackson. Guy's on fire, been on fire since he came back to OVW. I don't see any other way around it. Brian Hines.
Like you said, we don't really have a whole lot to go on as far as knowing what Parker Lee is capable of. With that being said, there's a really good chance it's going to be Dustin Jackson. I wonder if he has any. Could we get a quote from Dustin Jackson back there, PS?
Nah, PS is.
Did we get a quote from Dustin Jackson, Malachi?
Does he have something to say about this?
I've been waiting to cream on somebody.
I see. There we go. So that one was for Chris then.
Yeah, Gladiator Sports is going to take away our
Our right
ability
to do clips,
Yeah.
I was with
Definitely.
you until you threw my name in this.
Well, I mean, it's an opportunity that I couldn't resist, really.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Chris, who you got?
Dustin.
Dustin.
Yep.
Roy.
Dustin, all the way.
First, last, and always, Dustin.
All right. And Matthew?
Dustin.
Dustin Jackson. Yeah, we're going 6 strong on Dustin Jackson.
That's
I think
right.
I think it's the right choice.
okay.
I think
He
it's the
looks
right choice.
shredded too. That
Oh,
dude.
yeah, I
Every
know.
time he posts pictures, I'm just like, I just wish that I could have one day where I could look like that. Just one
I
day.
know. It's unfair.
Yeah, I'm too full of thoroughbreds, cheeseburgers, and onion rings.
Yeah.
I'll never look like that.
Well, you did say it was PG-13, so I can't say what I wish for.
Oh,
We're going to have some OVW fan zone after dark.
warm in here.
Can we get some saxophone music in here?
Yeah.
Don't get her started.
Like the Luscious Lawrence theme
Oh,
by
no,
chance.
that's what I knew you was going to. No, we don't need that.
Yeah, we do.
Of course we do.
All right, let's move on to our next match. Facing a member of another member of the trifecta in
That's
the
right.
form of Anthony Katina, the non-tag teamer. He will be taking on a gentleman Jackman recognized. We'll see if any of you guys do, by the name of Danny Limelight.
Danny Limelight.
Anybody recognize that name?
For what it's worth, I was kind of surprised. Maybe not surprised. Maybe that's not the right word. But like, this is a guy that had a run on television at one of the big companies. This is a guy that's been around the world, has been a professional wrestler of some degree of prominence for a handful of years now. Kind of surprised to see him at OVW, but OVW is the place everybody wants to be. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Anthony Katina, it probably doesn't travel alone. Which is going to make it very, very
Nope.
hard for Danny Limelight to get anything resembling a victory over Anthony Katina. And even then, if he doesn't travel alone, Anthony Katina is a very, very, very capable professional. Or if he does travel alone, is a very capable professional wrestler. So, and by all metrics, I got to go Anthony Katina.
All right. Mr.
Yeah.
Hans?
I think so too, based on what we've seen from the trifecta in this short amount of time and what we saw from him individually leading up to the forming of the trifecta. Danny Limelight's going to have his work cut out for him, and he might have bit off more than he can chew. I'm going with Anthony Katina.
All right. And for those of you at home wondering where the posters are, we would normally have a magic window up there with posters. It would cover Chris's face, and Chris has been through enough tonight, so we're just going to forego the posters
And who would want to
tonight.
cover this beautiful face? Let's just call it
Yeah.
what it is, all right?
So, is anybody? We both went Katina. Does anybody have?
I'm going for Katina.
You're going for Katina.
Okay.
Are we all going Katina?
No?
No?
No.
I'm gonna go for Danny.
Danny Limelight.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
I like Anthony Katina. He's a good wrestler, but I haven't met Danny, so this one could be a surprise match of the night for me.
It has the potential, from what I've seen with Danny Limelight and what I've seen from Anthony Katina, this has the potential to be match of the night.
So Junk Punch Hero chimes in and says that I believe he's saying Danny Limelight is the champion of a Hollywood-based promotion called Championship Wrestling, which is, I mean, if you're just calling your wrestling promotion Championship Wrestling, that I feel like there's another word needed, but, you know, that's just me. But, yeah, it looks like he has actually got kind of a pedigree out there in the Indies as
Yep.
well as having worked for Jacksonville. So,
Wow.
Yeah, no, this is hopefully the type of person, the level of person that we're going to see more and more of showing up in OVW.
Yeah.
Danny Limelight is a very capable professional wrestler, but Anthony Katina has got the world in his pocket right now. Kind of got the world on a string. So
You wait till I tell Katina that you're picking against him. You're going to be in the turkey suit. That's what's going to
I'll
happen.
be in the back row. You got to go through a lot of fans to get to me.
I have my connections, sir. I have my connections.
Junk Punch Hero says he's been the champion there for 800 plus days.
Wow.
That's impressive.
Jinx.
Well,
It's either Roy's feeling good about his choice.
I mean, that is impressive. 800
I mean,
days.
assuming there's other people in the promotion, unless it's just him every Friday night at the Armory holding up the title.
what else we got?
Let's move along, shall we? Let's move into the women's wrestling, where we see one spicy quesadilla known as Angelica Risk will be taking on Rachel Lay.
Ooh. Well, Matthew, who you going for?
Angelica.
I did not see that coming.
I did not either. That's a surprise.
Not at all.
Rachel Lay's been very, very impressive in her handful of OVW appearances and her handful of OVW matches. Very, very impressive. Very athletic. I think that she's got some offense that's pretty, honestly, that's unlike a lot of the other women in the division right now. But Angelica Risk is so over and so hard to beat and such an amazing professional wrestler with innovative offense of her own, right?
Yeah, the double kidney chop this week. Never seen that before. That was
She licked her
impressive.
palms.
Yeah.
No, and the sit down Hurricane Rana. I mean, there's tons of stuff.
The power bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The corkscrew power bomb. I mean,
That was the finisher this time.
That was super impressive.
Yeah,
by
it
the
was.
way.
And I'm a sucker for a 619. I mean, if you do a
Yeah,
619, I'm happy.
That's how deep her that's how deep her offense base goes. Is that a 619? She's just throwing it out there, baby. She can just do it whenever she wants. It's not even the finisher, right? That's how deep Angelica Risk's offense runs.
That's right.
I think we all know where I'm going with this. I gotta agree with Matthew and Angelica Risk.
Yeah, I'm not going to go so far as to say Rachel Lay, thanks for coming, but
It won't be that.
No,
It will not be that.
not be that. It will not be an easy victory. But Angelica Risk didn't come back to play; she came back to win.
Yep.
And after what we saw last week, I'm going to go with Angelica Risk.
Not only Angelica Risk is going to win, by the end of this year, if she sticks around, she will be OVW Women's Champion. Bold prediction.
100%.
I don't even think that's that
100%.
bold.
Ooh, that's a
I
good
just
one.
It's
think that's a
entirely
reasonable
within the
notion.
realm of possibility.
She's a star, man.
She is.
And I would love to see her bring out a little bit more of an edge and a little bit more of an aggression in a feud with Sophia Rose.
Yes.
Like, mean Angelica versus Sophia would be good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, I'm craving that already.
Mm-hmm.
So, any dissenters? Anybody taking Rachel Lay?
Nope, we're taking Angelica.
All right.
Tell him.
Wow.
Roy.
Yep.
We're going to have spicy quesadillas all around. All right.
We already did that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm glad I missed that one.
I remember that episode.
We still have so much hot sauce out in the fridge from
Yeah.
that night.
It's ridiculous.
But it's so good.
Let's move on to our fatal four-way, what we assume to be main event
Probably.
for the OVW Women's Championship, which will see the OVW Women's Champion herself, one Miss Sophia Rose, take on the Queen of the North, Freya the Slayer, the Queen of other places, lovely Miss Larkin.
The queen of the therapist
The Queen of the
office.
Therapy Office, yeah. The Queen of the Medical Plaza, lovely Miss Larkin. And the Queen of the Sore Losers, one Miss J. Rod.
She really has not let this thing go. I thought that she had a little bit more respect for herself than this, Chris.
When you're the ultimate athlete, gentlemen, you can say and do basically whatever you want. She has been, other than here as of recently, and I will tell you this, Sophia Rose, great victory, well deserved. She is everything you want in a champion.
Absolutely.
But J-Rod's not going to let that slide. She don't care about anything except getting that gold back, making her money, getting her brand and stuff over. She's not there to make friends. She's going to knock down these doors. And if you don't like it, she's just going to step on you.
So we obviously know who your pick is.
No, Larkin. I'm going
Really?
with my friend. I'm going with
Wow.
my
You talk all this smack about J-Rod, you're like, nah.
No,
Miss Larkin,
J-Rod
dude.
has told, no, J-Rod has come out and told me she forgives me because she knows I'm good friends with Larkin. So she understands she's not proud of it, but I always tell her, just don't hurt her, please. And by the way, have you found the knife? Has anybody found the knife? That
I
is
have
the
been
question.
working tirelessly to try to find this knife. I have had zero luck. I'm surprised that the staff didn't find it after the episode where Freya threw it into the crowd.
Actually-
I'm surprised that nobody was hurt. I'm surprised there wasn't a lawsuit.
Actually, I saw it sticking out of Keith's leg.
Oh gosh.
And
That
he told me
explains
he
what's
did
up
not
with
find
Keith.
it. So he lied to me.
What?
Godfather, if you were watching, you should have threw that knife back.
I
That
think
is
I got
Larkin's
some
knife.
pictures of that bitch.
What's that?
I got some pictures.
Oh, yeah, I bet you did. As a matter of fact, I have to apologize because I dropped the ball. Matthew sent me a ton of pictures that I was going to put together in a like a little video clips that we could show during the commercial break. I completely forgot to do that, so I will post them in the fan
man.
zone after the. Yeah, I know. Come on, man. That's negative points for me.
At least he
You need
is
to get a
a.
T-shirt made. That's negative.
Yeah, that's a deduction right there.
Or sorry, the deduction.
Yeah,
At least,
So-
at least you're a fair arbiter. you know?
I do my best. I do my best.
But if anybody does find the knife, I will quickly say, please return it to the greatest therapist that we have there at OVW. Therapist Larkin, lovely Miss Larkin. She would greatly appreciate that. Thank you very much.
I have been trying to find lovely Miss Larkin an invisible metal detector so that maybe she can go looking for it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I can't seem to see one.
So this is I think should probably main event.
It should.
Yeah.
And this is a tough choice. You've got 4 of the best competitors in the whole company all in a ring together. Sophia Rose got her work cut out for her. That's 3 people. That's a scenario where you don't even have to get pinned to lose your own championship, right? And I think that's exactly what's going to happen. I think Freya the Slayer will pin Larkin. Sorry, Chris. Sophia Rose will lose her championship. Freya's new champion tomorrow night.
I'm going for you.
You going for Freya as well?
Me too.
I think Freya's going to, because Freya's angry.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she is not happy at all. She's going to take over whoever gets in front of her. It don't matter if it's Sophie, J-Rod. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in front of her.
No.
Back what I was saying, I do think, Angelica, by the end of this year, I think she will be OVW Women's Champion. I do think the first person to hold it after Sophia is going to be Freya. Then it's going to lead to a Freya and Angelica Risk feud.
Oh, now that could be a.
That's my prediction. If,
That is
if
entirely
everybody stays around
possible.
and stays
Yeah.
healthy,
That's a good one.
And
Yeah.
I do think by next year, Larkin's going to keep building her brand and her name, and she's going to take OVW by storm. 2026 will be her year.
She already has. Every time
She
she comes
has,
to the ring, it's
absolutely.
like she's called down to Contestants Row and The Price is
Yeah.
Right. She
Yeah.
just, how do I get up on stage? Where's the stairs?
I'm just saying, I am biased because that's my friend, but like I do think every time she gets in that ring, like you said, Jacqueline, you said that's 4 of the best that they got in the company, and Larkin's only been there for how long, man? She's not
handful
been,
of months.
Yeah, that's how good she already is.
Do you remember when she fell in the audience?
Yeah. Yeah. That was
Yeah.
pretty funny. No, that was.
She actually
really good.
did slip by accident. It was not really supposed to happen. That's what she
I
told
mean,
me.
well, it happens.
No, I couldn't agree more with you about Larkin in terms of her capability or her upward momentum. She's in a situation. She really, truly believe this. She's in a situation where the only person who can stop her is herself.
I agree.
Which
If-
could easily happen if she gets angry with
That's
herself.
true. That's just where we're at. The only person with if Larkin hangs up her boots tomorrow, that's the only way she's not going to have success in this industry.
She oozes superstardom, man.
She's-
Like she comes out, she gets
Yeah.
a reaction right away.
Full
All the
package.
other three do too. It's just
It's different.
it is. It's just I can't even put my finger up. I keep telling her, like, you keep doing what you're doing. You're going to not just go from here. You're going to keep elevating and going further because she's just
Yeah.
she's genuine
Yeah.
in what she's
Yeah.
presenting. And the audience, the kids love her, and I mean.
Yeah.
The
she's
merch
not
and
just
stuff that she's going to be
skilled.
able to sell too. Like, I mean, she's just that's who you want in your company,
Yeah.
in my
I
opinion.
remember one time she had like a line
Mhm.
when after the show.
Oh yeah, no, I guarantee.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right
She's
around
a
the
star.
corner.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing about Larkin too is just like the gimmick is so impressive, is so impressive, and so fully formed. And I think that one of its biggest strengths is that she's not too cool for school. I think one of her biggest strengths is that she leans into how over the top this thing is, how silly this thing is, and she achieves what she achieves because she believes it. And it's whenever imagine a world where you get to decide who you are in front of people, and you get to decide how you come across to people. No, everyone's going to try to be cool. Everyone's going to try to be smart. Everyone's going to try to be sane, right?
I've tried all them things. I failed at all of them.
Miss Larkin said, "I don't care about any of that. I'm going to play this. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it to a huge degree." And I think that that's been one of its biggest strengths is that she's not too cool for school.
Real quick, and we'll move on. The reason to back what you just said, her backstory to why she does what she does is another huge contributor to her strengths is because she's going off of what she's been through in real life and she's applying it as an outlet to what she loves to do now is wrestle.
Right.
And
You gotta
I'm not
love
going to
it.
go in detail about it, but like she's been through so much and to just see her have the reactions that she gets being a friend of it means the world to me being able to watch my friend perform like that. Like, and I'm not gonna lie about it. I am biased, and yeah, I love the Revolution, but every time I will pick her, I'd pick you guys too because we're all friends.
Yeah.
But to just see her have that success, and I'm telling you, I agree, she's the only person that can stop her success.
Yep.
She's that talented. I'm telling people in the chat, next year, I'm calling it. It's gonna be the year of Larkin, but you already said she's already doing it. So
Do we have is that our last match?
Yeah, that's all there is. Brian, did we get your official prediction?
No, actually, I agree with pretty much everybody. I mean, with no offense to Chris, Freya's back with a vengeance. Freya's pissed. To just gloss over her is a huge understatement. I'm going with Freya. I think she's
Okay.
going to be the next OVW Women's Champion.
All right.
Yeah, I think all the momentum is in her corner. I really do.
I love this heel persona. Frey, I've never seen it. And I don't even know if you could really call it that, but I feel like we're going to start diving more into it. But I like that we're not fully there to, oh, she's doing that.
It's kind of Stone Cold Steve Austin heel.
yeah.
It's like
but I love it because it's
grumpy, but-
different from.
Yeah.
Since I've been attending, I've never seen her do this side of herself before.
And her
Like,
her promo in this iteration
Yeah.
is the strongest her promo's ever been.
You should have heard it at the waterfront when we went.
Oh, I wish I had.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, I saw
Double
it.
cross. She laid in, just like she's
Yeah,
like she
I
said
saw
she's
that.
done with these handouts. She's coming to take what's hers, and tired of people jumping her in the line.
Yeah, and rightly so.
Fine.
That's what I'm saying. The women's division's just killing it. Like they are absolutely just killing it week in and week out.
Who do you think's in that costume? That in the black mask?
The Obsidian
The
Angel.
Obsidian Angel, yeah.
I mean,
Star
without
Rider's
without
new
getting
goon.
a good look, Obsidian Angel is a dark angel. I mean, I think it could very well be Damone Salavino.
Ditto.
In terms of like height and stature. I mean, it's something really familiar, and I just can't put my finger on it. But I could be totally wrong. I've been wrong plenty of times. I'll be wrong again, but that would be my guess.
What do you guys think, Roy? Sharon?
I'm at a loss.
Yeah, I have
I really
no
am.
guess.
I
Because at
think it's an
first I thought
Academy
it was a
graduate.
Samoan.
Yeah.
I mean,
Interesting.
it's about his size, so we'll see whenever it comes out. But this guy may be masked for a few months. We might never know who the guy is.
That's true.
I think by the end of this, Super Z's going to have to get a hold of ZDP to get some help.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh man, boy, wouldn't that be something?
Well, that's a tag team I'd like to watch.
Yeah, you and me both.
So I guess we'll take one last break, and we'll be right back for our final segment. This is your guys' segment. This is where the fans talk back. So get all of your questions and comments and all of that good stuff in the chat. Up next, final segment. We'll be right after this.
I want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude. Without you, there is no OVW. Without your passion, your energy, your unwavering support, there is no us. There's no talent, no production. Without you, there's no OVW. Thank you for being the driving force behind everything we do. The unsung heroes of our saga. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you, OVW fans. We can't do it without you.
Welcome back. Final segment, OVW Fan Zone. My name is Jack Minogues. I'm here every week.
I'm Brian Hines. I'm right here with him.
These are our guests tonight. Introduce you guys yourself one more time, just in case anybody did not catch it.
I am Leather Daddy Jr., a.k.a. Chris Runyon.
I'm Roy Bishop.
I'm Sherry Bishop.
I'm Matthew.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
Chris, who's your friend?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
wait, that's
how'd he
the
get over
luscious
there?
doll. How'd you do that?
Like I told you guys, this thing has a mind of its own. I deal with this 7 days a week. I mean, he's creamed my car. He's stolen my credit card information, buying things that he shouldn't be buying.
I'm
Middle
not
of the
even
night
gonna
that I
ask.
cannot.
Not
No,
even gonna ask.
you don't want to because it's PG-13, and I can't say anything worse.
It
But
involved
this-
a credit card.
Yeah, that was a bad one. I told them before we started the show it's bad. This thing, look how much it stares at. I don't know if the people can actually see it really good. Look at that stare. It is a sinister stare because of them dirty poppies, Omar and Luscious.
Get well soon, Omar.
Absolutely. I will agree to that. Omar needs to get better soon.
I also noticed that our good friend Matthew has acquired a.
Oh, gosh, no.
So maybe it was Matthew who did this all along, and we just didn't know.
Matthew, I gave you a full ride up here, and this is what you're trying to do to me. You were
Full
going
ride.
to turn
We can tell like
yourself
a
to Little
scholarship.
Lush. Is this really what we're doing right
You
now?
got a full ride to the fan zone.
That's all right. He lives in Louisville. We're from Louisville. Hey,
Yeah.
Well,
the
Chris,
ride of shame.
Matthew, now that
So, chat room, stay tuned for the end of the show when we earn an extra $10.
because Matthew he's already ready to go.
He's ready.
Yeah.
I want you everybody to look at this beautiful, sad face right now, all right? My life, you can't see it from this side. I don't know if there's a camera. My bald spot is worsening week in and week out, and I almost say day by day because of this thing right here.
We should talk after this because I found some new hair care products at the international
We
market.
should take turns.
I would like to
We should
know
take
any
turns.
details.
For real.
We might.
All right, let's get into some questions. Becky
Let's
Katie
do it.
is very disappointed that Jackman didn't know that was the Muppet Show Brian was quoting at the
Right.
top of the show.
Come on, man.
How'd I know the Muppet Show?
Roger Dorn says that most of the chat room is actually in the studio tonight.
True, yeah.
Oh, Roger.
Except you, Roger. Come see us sometime. We'd love to have
Yeah,
you.
please.
Oh, yeah. No, that's in the books. We know that. We know that.
So DJ Eric mentioned something, and I'm gonna suspend our normal rules about not talking about other promotions because WWE was in town on Monday.
Oh, yeah.
Did anybody make it to the to Raw?
Yeah.
You guys want to tell us a little about it? You have fun?
Go ahead, Matthew. Tell them about it.
It was fun, and the best part was the shave. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Are we allowed to do it one time?
Yeet.
Can I do
Hit
it?
'em.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, can we talk about the fact that while I have you guys here, while we have a big room, can we talk about the fact that Anthony Toatelli's thing just seems to be whatever Samoan thing you like? Because people were yeeting at him. I heard somebody do the scream that I won't try. I think I heard somebody doing the if you smell. I'm like, that's specifically for The Rock. But yeah, the Anthony Toatelli just gets all of the various Samoan things.
Well, that's fitting because Toatelli means all things.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
You
You
know
taught
that?
me something. I did not know that.
Yeah. When he was
How
on
do
the
you
show,
know all these things?
we interviewed Anthony Toatelli.
It's in our podcast feed. Go have a listen.
You can find that on the OVW Podcast YouTube channel.
But first, switch over to that YouTube channel at 8 o'clock and watch tonight's episode, premiering right after the conclusion of this show. Mm-hmm. What else we got from the chat room, Tiny Brian?
Let's see what else we got. Junk Punch Hero says Noel should join Star Riders Crazy Pack.
That's a great idea. I love it.
And then Jay
That's
Con.
really not bad. I kind of
like
like
that
that.
idea.
Yeah.
Jay Con comes back and says no, Larkin should.
No.
Let Larkin cook
she's
the way
too
she's
chaotic
cooking right
neutral,
now.
man.
She's cooking.
She's got her own thing going on.
Yep.
Mark Allen and they asked if we would have J Rod on the podcast. Absolutely,
We'd
Why have
love
y'all
to.
not made this happen?
because she commutes.
Now, this really upset. Why have y'all not invited
I
the
don't know
ultimate
whether
athlete?
she'd come on the podcast because she's a little upset with me.
Well, what did you do to her?
He keeps showing her
Played the
circles.
circle game.
How
I
dare
got you
why-
too. Keep your flinching.
Why don't you look what you did?
Oh God.
Oh, he's attacking
Now
you
look
now,
what you
Brian.
did. Don't touch
Biting
us.
you. He's
He's
biting
got
you.
you. He's got
You
you.
ever seen the Annabelle movie? You do not positively do not open and do not touch.
When
Don't make
I
eye
was
contact.
little, Lady Elaine Fairchild was Annabelle, so that was horrifying enough as it is.
Dude, why don't you take this home 7 days a week and see how you like it?
Oh, that's all you, fam.
As if we could take it home. You look.
It's going to end up with you anyway.
I know, because my wife, she'd really get mad if I did not bring that thing home. Yes, I'm talking to you, and I know you're staring at me from your side eye.
Okay, I think I said Jay Con and I meant Jay Can. My apologies.
That will be a deduction.
Yes.
Have I been deducted tonight?
No more
Radio,
than usual.
Radio McRadio Face asks, "Is Tiny wearing a dinner jacket?" No, I am not wearing a dinner jacket.
But he is wearing a dinner on his shirt because he dropped some when he was eating earlier.
I mean, that is usually true. Right now, I'm literally just wearing
An A-framed shirt.
Yes,
that's
an
what those.
A-frame
That's
shirt.
what those are called. We're not going to call it the other thing, okay?
Yeah. It's a little toasty in the studio.
That's
it's
a
warm
shirt.
in here.
I like your shirt, for the record.
Well, I like your shirt too.
Really? Surprisingly.
Oh, I love
We have
it.
not
No,
even,
no, no.
Real
So
quick,
I
why have
don't-
we not talked about Crixus,
We-
the Scottish war machine?
King of Kentucky.
We
You got that right?
Yeah.
We are super happy to have him back.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
As everybody should.
Been
Yeah.
on fire.
Go buy his
Looking
T-shirts.
great.
Go buy his merchandise.
Yeah, he's got a whole new slew of stuff over there. So,
Absolutely.
so yeah, if you haven't seen Crixus in a while, he might have something for you over there.
All right, and Jay Can says Chris is friends with Darth Vader. So you like all the bad guys, Chris.
They're not bad guys. We are misunderstood, okay? That's all that we are. This thing is not misunderstood. This thing is evil.
Hey, it's Matthew. You want to stand up there? We're coming down to the end of the show. Guys, you want to get to your ending here? Oh, no.
Can we get a comment from Dustin Jackson in regard to this?
I don't know.
No, Malachi's.
Oh!
Okay, man.
I've been waiting to cream on somebody.
Not as well.
You got Roy too.
I'm sorry.
No, Chris
man.
has had enough.
That was good. That was good.
Chris has been a very good
Okay.
fan and a very wonderful friend,
Yes.
and I will not cream Chris.
Yes, you will.
We have lost Chapman. You want to get us out of here?
Sincerely, guys, thank you. Sorry,
Yes,
Chris.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
No,
you're
thank
not.
you guys for coming down. You really made this night really special, and you're welcome back anytime. Loved having you guys down. Sherry, I got to hear some more memories from Tuesday nights at the Garden.
He's not allowed to come back.
Lush,
This is all
little
I don't
Lush,
think it's.
little
I don't
Luscious
think it's
isn't
up
coming
to
back.
us. It's up to him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tune over, take the party from the chat over to our YouTube channel. Our new video is premiering right now. For all of us here at the OVW Fans